He's probably one of the most engaged and involved individuals in our industry.
He's a friend, he's a mentor. I look forward to working side by side with him every day.
Fred's passion is Ford.
He's one of the most special people in my life. I owe so much to him. Yeah, he's that kind of guy to me.
Incredible energy and incredible vision.
My grandfather he's a pretty amazing guy. Very hardworking, very persistent, very invested in just being the best version of himself he can.
I am so proud to call Fred Beans a friend. He's not just a friend, he's a mentor, and to me, he's extended family.
Fred Beans is an icon in this industry and always will be.
When he was in high school, he was tasked to write a letter to himself that they were going to mail to him 20 years later.
My grandfather actually wrote himself a letter to his future self, in which he basically said that his dream was to become a car dealer. So it was pretty cool to watch him achieve that.
Fred is a mentor of mine, a pretty incredible businessman, but most important is Ford. He just loves Ford. He'll tell everyone he knows that everything he has is because of Ford Motor Company.
He always knew he wanted to be a car dealer, but there's not many opportunities to do so. One of the creative things he did was go around to automotive brands and basically find out who was maybe aging out of the business and didn't have an heir to take over. And he romanced those dealers until ultimately he had an opportunity to buy this one. J.J. Conroy Ford in Doylestown.
I think Fred Beans is a visionary, and I think that comes from his extensive knowledge of every detail of the operation. He's all about learning, getting better, taking the next step, never being satisfied, and I think that attracts people who want to follow him down that path.
He was way before his time of centralizing the parts distribution center that we have and growing that team, making a standalone business.
He has 30 dealerships, 21 brands, 9 collision centers, a world-class dealer-owned wholesale parts operation. That puts Fred in a class that I would tell you is exceptional.
He just is relentless. Like, he never gives up and he does not take no for an answer. Period, the end.
He is a family man. He is a philanthropist. He is a friend. He's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He's a grinder still at his age. Yeah, he's a good man.
He makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room because to him, you are the most important person in the room.
He's a great leader, and he's a very genuine person. And he's really fun to be around. That's the truth about Fred.
Fred's not just a friend, he's a dear friend. He's someone that I have the utmost admiration and respect for.
Fred has a lot of what we call Fredisms, little pearls of wisdom that stick with everybody and help reinforce the message.
We got big by staying small.
The 3 things nobody can do: you can't put toothpaste back in the tube, you can't saw sawdust, and you can't push a rope.
Tell him what you're going to tell him. Tell him what you told him.
What are the most important things in my dad's life? Work, work, and work. I mean, honestly, it's what he lives for, really.
If he doesn't have a notebook with him, probably not Fred Beans, just to start off. But he is someone that is gonna take care of you, care for you, and a pretty awesome guy.
He's so proud to be part of Doylestown, and he is so proud to be involved in the community, and that makes him happy.
The thing that has impressed me the most about Fred is his, not his willingness to give back, but his passion to give back. We've got just under 7,000 children in our care. We would not be here in this beautiful building and operating the way we are without Fred Beans.
What's incredible is how he can take ordinary people and do extraordinary things. And I'll never forget him telling me, he says, the only true, sustainable, competitive advantage in business is leadership. Don't ever forget that, and I never will.
I think Fred's most defining achievement is not necessarily a singular achievement, but all the lives that he's impacted. He always says we want to affect the whole person. We want to help them morally, physically, mentally, professionally.
I think the most surprising part of my grandfather would be his sense of humor.
We had a conversation once, and he said, one of the things I do when I walk into a dealership is I check out the bathroom. And he said, I can tell you, if After I see the bathroom, I can tell you if it's a good run business or not. So now, when I stop into one of our stores, first place I go is check the bathroom.
And he said something to me that was pretty impactful. He goes, I wish when I hired people, I could go to their house and see their bedroom. He goes, before I met with them, if I could just do that, Bob, and go and see their room, I could be able to tell you if I'd hire them or not before the interview. I thought back and I said, I don't think Fred would fire me if he saw my room at the time, but I don't know if he'd be that excited to see me.
The biggest life lesson my grandfather taught me, he used to always say to us when we were younger, was if you want to know where you're going to end up in life, it's the books you read, the movies you watch, and the people you listen to. It's always been something that stuck with me.
I have learned more than I could ever put into words as far as not only the business, but how to be a better man and how to serve our employees, customers, and community.
He makes it very easy to be around them, and he cares about each one of his employees. He's the best boss that I ever had, hands down. And I enjoy each and every day with Fred Beans. I truly do.
Fred's always learning, so he inspires you to always learn. And there's no better teacher than Fred.
I think the biggest effect he had on my life is to think bigger. Why not expand? Why not get into the parts business? Why not learn how to fly?
One of my fondest memories of Fred is when we told him that Christopher wanted to be in the business, which is his grandson, Bess and I's son. Extremely important to him to know that the business was going to go on and continue his legacy.
The business has brought our family together in immeasurable ways. Having the opportunity to work alongside my parents, my grandfather, my aunts, my cousins, and hopefully my siblings one day is something that brings a lot of joy to me.
It's so fun to celebrate a man who just, mentored so many people, taught us so much, helped us all grow, and just, followed his dream to be a legend in the automobile business. And that he is.
I don't think he's finished with his legacy. I can tell you, if I know Fred Beans, he's watching this saying, okay, enough of this lifetime achievement. I'm not finished yet. I still got a lot to do.
Fred has built an empire, and he hasn't lost himself or his care for family or his care for community along the way.
He is, without question, one of the most special people I've ever met. He's had one of the greatest impacts on my life, and I love the guy.
What makes me most proud about what my grandfather's done is he hasn't changed as a person. If you ask him about himself, he's still just a kid trying to have fun at work with his friends.
It's exciting because for him, I hope he knows that it'll go on. It will go on.